Oye, Tommy, dame el fuego, papi.
I'm just trying to see that Lissy.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hoopers and Shooters. After a little bit of a hiatus, we're back, and today is a very special day here at Hoopers and Shooters. We have our first ever official guest. He is a man of the people. He is the Vigilante.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here. I heard it was something the people wanted to see. It is me, the man, the myth, the legend, the Vigilante. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but sometimes it happens. But by popular demand, I'm here. And I'm willing to answer any of the questions you need me to answer.
So, sir, making your first public appearance, what is the message that you want to send to the people? Not just the people, but specifically the Arsenal fans.
Let me correct you. I don't send messages to the people. I speak for the people. And now what I want to do with the Arsenal fans is we're at a point now where hopefully some of the people that were following the villains can come to my direction. I'm the one that called it. Kai Havertz, don't disrespect that signing. I saw the vision. I don't blame others for not seeing the vision. But then when I have my followers, people that see the vision, and then we're trying to get them down, that's when I have the issue. Then Jorginho. Now people are seeing the vision also. When my followers were agreeing, they tried to get them down also. This is a consistent theme. It's been brought to my attention. They're trying to do it to Jesus as well. The vision. Stay with me. They will follow that one as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now, do you have any parting message? Because I know you've got, a lot of superhero work to do. I know you're out here saving the masses, and stopping the tomfoolery. Did you hear that? Did you not hear that?
I heard it. No,
What is that? Is that the Vigilante?
Yeah.
Signal? Sorry, yeah. You know what? Yeah, he's a busy man, ladies and gentlemen, but here you have it. Our first ever guest on Hoopers and Shooters, the man, the myth, the legend, the Vigilante. Yeah, man.
What a guy,
man.
What a guy.
Did you watch the Newcastle game?
Yeah, man. Another game, more goals, flawless performance.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's happening, man. Man, I'm saying it's Dubai, the Dubai trip.
Do you know what it is, yeah? Speaking on Dubai, I'll be real, we ain't been there for a minute, you know what I mean? Couple of the man them had personal obligations, couple of the man them had, work-related reasons as to why we ain't been there. So we've missed a lot. There's a lot of things that we ain't covered. So let's just start from the Dubai trip, you know what I mean? Obviously, prior to that...
That was off the back of the Fulham loss, was it?
Yeah. I was about to say, prior to that, we had the 2-1 loss away at Fulham. A lot of people felt like our title charge had capitulated. Saka out here doing weird things with the blonde hair and stuff like that. It was a weird time. It was a weird time amongst the Arsenal fan base. And then we went Dubai, had some warm weather training. Get what I mean? Couple of the man them overseas. Might have linked a couple things out there. I don't know. Allegedly, might have heard some things.
You never know.
Might have heard some things. I don't know. Allegedly, I feel like after that Dubai trip, we came back. I remember the first game against Palace. Everyone was skeptical. Oh, it's Palace. They got Eze. They got Elise. Wasn't really too sure what to expect.
And historically, they give us a game at the Emirates.
Oh, right. Look who pulled up and joined us.
Bro, so it has Nate.
Wow.
What about a bit of traffic?
Yeah, man.
How's it
Listen,
going,
man.
brother?
I'm here. What went on?
What, did you see anyone on your way out?
Yeah, we had a special guest, man. You missed him, man.
I saw some weirdo that was asking me for £2. Why?
No, Fairs.
Cool.
Some brother with a belly on and sunglasses in the middle of the morning.
Man.
But yeah,
I didn't see
Some
that.
deep voice in that was bare weird, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
night gloves and that. I thought we left those in that 011 or something.
Yeah, I didn't
But
see
yeah,
I didn't see that still.
It was weird still.
but yeah. So we're just catching up on the whole Dubai trip. the warm weather training and obviously our form since we've been back. You get what I mean? I think so. We spanked Palace. We hit them with a 5. Our next game. Who was our next game? Was it Forest
Next
away?
game, Liverpool. You know.
No, Forest.
Was it not?
No, it was Forest. then
Forest, I
Liverpool.
think, was it Forest 2-1?
Yeah, Forest 2-1.
Forest 2-1 away.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Forest 2-1 away.
And do you know what's mad, yeah? We always kind of like just gloss over Forest. We struggled away to
Yeah,
Forest
yeah.
recently,
He hadn't beaten
yeah.
Forest, even prior to them rejoining Prem since like the 80s or something.
Yeah,
if I'm not
like
mistaken,
Forest away, bro. Yeah.
Madness, yeah.
Those are the type of games we made Jed Spence feel like he was, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just everyone turns to a superhero when they play us still.
Yeah, nice, mad. Still, after that it was Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Right?
3-1.
3-1.
And I think that Liverpool game is where people started to actually sit and look at us and think, okay, there might be, do you know what I mean? We might not be down and out. Because I remember at that point, that Liverpool game was must win. It was win or bust. If we win, I think we went within 2 points of them.
2 points, yeah.
And if we lost, that was basically it. Title race. Done.
And let's make it clear that Liverpool game, we were fantastic.
Played them off the
That first half, remember, on Spaces, we were so disheartened that we went in with a draw.
Yeah, like we went in at 1-1.
Yeah.
I actually remember that. But at that point, like, you know, usually amongst Arsenal fans is that their heads drop and this, that, and that. I feel like everyone collectively was like, nah, if we're on the same type of vibe in the second half, we're gonna beat these lot.
Yeah.
And we got a gift. I don't know what happened between Alisson and Van Dijk. You know what I
Martinelli,
mean?
you get
Know what I
muscled
mean?
man.
Gave him a
you
little,
get me?
yeah, you get what I'm saying? Showed him the little gym strength, you understand what I mean? But I feel like we were always going to win that game, regardless of however the goals came. And then obviously Trossard doing his
Isn't
thing.
that refreshing though? Like big team like Liverpool, and you're just confident Arsenal can get the job done.
Yeah, I think that's
years,
a sign of the place we're at.
And
now,
before you go to the next game, let's remember that second half of Liverpool, because that's when that run that apparently is the best in
Yeah.
Premier League history, no one else has ever done it, begun.
Yeah.
2 goals in each half for 7 consecutive halves.
You know when the
Oh, God.
commentator said that yesterday, I was like,
Yeah.
Like
Even
some of the things that we're doing right now,
Crazy.
is unprecedented, and this leads on to. Sorry, let's run through the games. But the question that you posed yesterday, I want to talk about that today.
Okay, cool.
So so after Liverpool, who was our next game? It was
West Ham, I
West
think.
Ham away.
6-0.
West Ham away, and I remember after the Liverpool game, the whole conversation was like, "Cool, we beat Liverpool now, but we can't go and ruin it by dropping points against."
Because
West Ham."
that's usually the fixtures we've dropped
Yeah.
points on recently.
and PTSD from last year's
Yep.
title race.
Yep. And not only just last year, even this year, like when we thought, oh, okay, we're
In
going
the
on a
League
run.
Cup.
Yeah, League Cup. But not only that, the league. I saw they
Yeah.
spanked us in the league.
Yeah,
we had
Emirates,
we had
No,
30
it was a
shots.
draw or something.
No,
Emirates,
they beat us.
They beat us,
They
innit?
beat us. Yeah.
They beat us
Oh
at
my
Emirates.
days.
Yeah, we had 30 shots and we lost the game.
Was it
Yeah.
2-0, no? 2-0.
2-0,
Yeah.
yeah.
It should have been free because Rice gave a pen at the
Mavropanos
end.
scored
Mavropanos.
and who else scored? Was it Bowen?
They scored a pen, no?
No, they didn't score the pen.
Raya saved the pen.
Raya
Raya
saved
the
it.
pen
That's
last
why it
minute.
went 3-0. Yeah.
But
You're right.
I can't remember who scored their first goal.
It might be Bowen, you know.
It might have been Bowen. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that we went there and what's his new song? Stadiums are empty.
Yeah.
Stadiums are empty,
Bro,
man.
for 30 minutes on the clock, half the stadium, half the people them left the stadium.
That game, I genuinely couldn't believe what I was seeing. The football was so quick.
Yeah.
Bro, Josh, I got a funny story to tell you. So it was my daughter's birthday when that game was on. Yeah. I got to give her one instruction, leave Arsenal games alone. But you know me, I can't do that.
It's impossible. Every Arsenal fan.
Bro, Josh, I'm on the side, yeah. I got the game there in the corner. Boom. Boom, goal. I thought it was Havertz scored because I haven't got the volume on, innit? So the camera just panned to Havertz just running away. I said, Havertz! Yeah. Bro, I come back. It's Gabriel that's back. And now everyone on the table just looking at me like, I was like, oh my days.
Do you know when I knew
man.
this guy was a madman, yeah? We're sitting there, I think it's halftime, we're
Yeah,
sitting there
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the match. This guy just pulled up out of nowhere. It's like, "Hey, quick, like, I'm just in my car." Like I told him I'm going to get something quickly.
Man, sneaking off.
Yeah,
It's B-Day, you know.
No,
Oh,
but do you know
God.
what it is, yeah? That performance was just mad. Like I ain't seen a first half like that from Arsenal in years.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about years. Like, you know, back in the day when we used to pump teams at Middlesbrough 7-0, 7-1 and that. Like I ain't seen a performance like that from Arsenal in years.
It's even cliche to say, you know that cliche saying when they're like, oh, every time they go forward, it looks like they're gonna score.
Yeah.
Every time we attacked West Ham, I just thought, bruv, it's kind of.
Do you know what I liked the most about that game? Yeah, I think after like 75 minutes, he brought on Ethan, and Odegaard just kept rolling him the ball. Have that. Do you get what I mean? Enjoy it, man. Do you get what I'm saying?
We ain't seen Ethan since. But yeah.
But do you know?
I heard he had a little niggle though.
He had a little niggle. But for me, my thing is, it's like I don't mind that. I'm not expecting a 16-year-old academy prospect to be playing week in, week out. But if there's games where he's in the squad and we're 4-5-0 up, just let him have a run
15,
out.
20 minutes,
That's all I've ever asked for, Just let the brother have a run out.
Yeah.
Like we're 5-6-0 up. He's tidy on the ball. He's very competent. His teammates trust him. They're popping it around with him, playing 1-2s, giving goals. You know what I mean? To me, to you, to me. Do you know what I'm saying? He can play ball. He's a Haaland youth. Do you get what I'm saying? So just let him run out and, you know what I mean, enjoy himself. But yeah, I was happy with that. Then after that, we went on to Burnley, which might be my favourite performance of the season, because what Burnley tried to do, they tried to do the typical low block stuff. They had couple pacey wingers and they had Datro Fofana. So the front three were going to press high and be a bit aggressive. And then when they're out of possession, they were going to drop deep. See the thing with that dropping deep stuff, especially for centre-backs, you have to know who you're marking. Havertz and Trossard done a number on that Burnley back four. They were just popping up in these weird places. At times, none of them were being a focal point. Trossard would drop deep, then out of the blue, Havertz just runs in behind. And we done it so many times that by the time Burnley kind of clocked onto what was happening, it was too late. They were already like 2-3-0 down. And that's
one team. Sorry to cut you, but one team you don't want to give that space to if you are going to drop in that deep at this moment in time in the league is us anyway.
Yeah.
So you're just letting Odegaard have the freedom of the park.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, Trossard and Havertz are free to run around wherever they want. You're letting Saka have time on the ball. Like, what do you think is going to happen, mate? Like, do you know what I mean?
I just feel like this run that we've gone on, like since the Dubai trip, since the renaming of London Colney to the Sober Realty,
yeah, man.
you know what I mean? That we've just been on some other stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? And now it's put us in a place where it's like we're firmly in the title race, and we're just sitting there making sure we do our business. And the second City or Liverpool drop points, we're trying to be there to pounce. We even play City the end of next month, end of March. You get what I'm saying? Game. So that's going to be a massive game. But yeah, man, what's you lot's thoughts on our 2024 so far?
Bro, 25 goals in 6 games. Like, bro, that's... Bro.
I don't think any Arsenal fan can have a complaint right now, man.
Yeah. 25 goals in 6 games.
The most, like, scrutinising Arsenal fan right now. You just have to sit back and enjoy what the team's doing, man.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying, yeah. Obviously, at the start of the season, it does sound like you're trying to make outlandish takes or you're trying to be different. But I kept saying to people, cohesion is a big thing. Cohesion, confidence, and character. Triple C, yeah? No Rick Ross. But
that was actually really good.
That was a bar still. That was a bar still. That was a really good one, yeah.
But cohesion is so important in football. I keep telling people it's a team sport. I know they keep thinking I'm making excuses. And when you keep using things like team sport, it feels like you're not trying to hold someone accountable. But for me, it's no coincidence that Raya's looking like he's more assured in the goal. Is everyone as nervous as before? I don't think they are. Havertz looks much better. Yeah. Jorginho looks better. Yeah. Like everyone's looking so much better. Trossard's looking. Kyrgios's looking. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's not like I'm immune to this. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do it too. I was onto Kyrgios. He looks so much better. Now he's not inverting. So sometimes the way the players also need to gain composure and cohesion together and mesh. Yeah. The fan base need to get it, but also the coach. I feel Arteta's gone, do you know what? Maybe you ain't inverting. Maybe you need to do and it's now worked. Yeah. So everyone, give them time for them to mesh, for it to make sense. And I think we're now seeing it. I can't lie.
I think what you just said is key with Arteta. I feel like he's removed some of the complexities that he was trying to introduce at the start of the season. And he's just gone simple against that. Kvyat, my guy, you can't invert like Zinchenko. So what we're going to do, we're just going to keep you left back. defend, do your thing.
And guess what he's done? He's put into the right-hand side. And sometimes I sit there and think, was that his idea at the start of the season? Was Timber meant to do what Kyrgios's doing now? And he was going to use Partey in what Ben White is kind of doing.
Right back.
And now he's just gone back to it. But it then makes me think, why didn't you do that from the jump?
I just feel like it's also, and I remember you made this point a few episodes ago, and I wasn't having it. But I owe you an apology, sir.
Oh.
Confidence.
2024.
Confidence is key.
Confidence
I'm
is
not
key
gonna
still.
lie. Like,
Yeah.
the first few games, Kyria looked shaky. Now he's getting a run in the team. He's confident. He's got the trust of his teammates. Like, he's just performing better and better. And week in, week out now, he's putting in performances where it's like, I know in the channels against tricky wingers, that's not his forte, innit? That's not his strength. But there is also elements that he brings to the table. He's very good in the air, very composed on the ball, and he's a very good passer.
Yeah.
And I think in the final third, he actually offers a lot. And
much more composed on the board than I thought he is. Much more.
Some great balls when he's got in the final
Yeah.
third, man.
I'm not going to compare him to Zinni, because obviously Zinni for me is an inverted fullback, innit? But the one thing I like about Kyria's game that I don't necessarily get from Zinni, I think with Kyria, he just gets it and releases. Do you get what I mean? He's not, I think because Zinni's an inverted fullback, he's looking for a line breaker.
Yeah.
He's looking for, and sometimes the easiest thing to do is just a simple
move
pass.
it quick,
like,
yeah.
Just get the ball, just give it to Martinelli. Get the ball, give it to Declan Rice. Get the ball, go backwards to Gabriel if you need to. Like, he just gets it, keeps it simple, and just does his job.
And to support what you're saying, I personally think or feel recently the intensity and speed we play at has increased so much. So you're right.
Yeah.
Moving the ball quicker. Let's go. Rather than someone holding it, trying to do superhero.
That's facts. What you're
It's
saying.
only one
Zinchenko
superhero.
naturally just holds the ball. He's waiting for the man to, you get me, make the run in behind. Odegaard, we're seeing him on the ball more.
Yeah.
Because Zinchenko, for me personally, is not hogging it as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Certain times Zinchenko's just on the ball, like, bro, Odegaard's dropped in now, released it. Do you know what I mean? But nope, he's taking the extra touch, taking multiple touches. The next thing, and just passed it back to Gabriel or something anyway. So I feel like that's played a massive part in us. Again, that's no stain on Zinchenko, and he's been great for us. But I feel like that's
before we
performance.
dissect the Newcastle game in a bit more depth. We can't talk about 2024 without talking about the one blip on the road, which was obviously the Porto away game. You know what I mean? That for me, everything we just spoke about we were the opposite of that in the Porto game. I don't think we were confident on the ball. I think we were a bit nervy. You know what I mean? Champions League round of 16, we ain't been there before in the years. A lot of these players ain't ever seen a knockout game in the Champions League. I think the manager got the lineup wrong. I think Jorginho, in a big European away game, Jorginho has to start for me. Or if he ain't got a Thomas Partey, do you know what I mean? Because I think Rice was kind of drowning in that midfield a little bit, especially after the early booking. And I think the speed and the intensity at which we played, that's probably the worst I've seen us in this calendar year. Like, we were slow, we were lethargic. I don't think we had a shot on target in the game. It's that we were just playing for set pieces and hoping that one of our taller players would put one away. And I think we did have a few decent chances from set pieces, but in open play, I can't think of, like with Arsenal games, we're going to open teams up. We're going to get clear-cut chances. No matter who it is we're playing, it's about whether we put them away. In the Porto game, there was none of that. And obviously, we got the home leg coming. And, I think we're going to stand on business and handle what we need to handle. But I just think it was a bit weird because we just came off the back of hitting teams for like 5s and 6s. And then it looked like we couldn't create. Like, that game could have been played for 180 minutes. And I don't think we would have created a clear-cut chance. So why do you not think that is?
I personally think sometimes you got to give other teams credit. I think Porto knew exactly how we played. They were saying it before the game. We've been researching this game. We're ready for this game. We feel we know how they're going to approach it. They were saying all of that. And their game plan was to stifle us. Their manager literally came out and admitted it. Literally, they came to play ball. We came to win.
Yeah.
Stifle, take advantage. Yeah. So then that's when I look. I'm not drawing no one out, but that's when I look at our wide players. And that's where you almost need, or if it's not our wide players, you need a little moment of magic from someone.
Yeah.
And for me, the only reason I think that lineup didn't work is because we didn't have Jesus. Yeah. It does, I know some people have issues with Jesus. I know there's this thing online, BCM Punk, all of that, yeah. But bro, they're trying to call him BCM.
Punk,
you know BCM, base transmiss.
CM, as in,
Yeah. You missed it still. You missed it. Bro, you know, after our own victory, they made a comp of Jesus' misses. That's Arsenal fans for you, bro.
man.
Weirdos.
Man.
Yeah. But
BCM Punk is outrageous. What the hell?
hey.
Oh,
That's
God,
cold, dog. That's cold.
It's outrageously cold.
BCM Punk.
Oh, my
Cold.
God.
But
go on.
I think our game plan should have been to isolate Pepe.
Yeah.
And how you do that is you utilize. That's why I didn't mind Havertz playing in midfield. Obviously, I'm a bit different to others. Some people feel that he should just played up top, boom, boom, bang. But for me, I didn't mind him playing in midfield. Isolate, take Octavio away, or Octavio, whatever his name is. Apologies if I got that wrong. And then isolate Pepe. You've got a 50-year-old on that pitch. Yeah, he's ready for his pension. And we're big, like no one really took him on. And I just felt like
no balls in behind.
Yeah, like
nothing.
When Trossard got the ball, simple, blah, blah. I just think Jesus would have roasted my that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And my only criticism with Arteta is I think he thought he could use Trossard like you use a Jesus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I just think in certain games, they're just not the same. So if we weren't going to isolate Pepe, then maybe, like what you just said, get Havertz up there, let him be physical, and let Jorginho and Rice play ball.
Yeah.
And Odegaard, obviously. So that's just my thing. I just feel like that game, for me, lacked either in wide areas or when they got the ball up top, someone that with a little bit of magic, take people out of their position and do something. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think we ever done that. It was simple. It felt like a 0-0.
Yeah. So then,
before that goal.
Going into the new... Sorry, did you have...
No, I was just also going to touch on the winger point.
Yeah.
In the sense of like a big European night like that away from home, I 100% agree with Reece. You need someone to just produce something in it. You need one of the wingers to, you get me, just start going at the...
Yeah.
Their left back, their
Bro, imagine leaving Vinicius and them all that time.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, take the man on, and then that might just inspire the next guy to, you know what? I see Martinelli taking my man. I see Saka taking my man down the line. Do you know what I mean? But I also think with us, as Arsenal fans, one thing we need to remember, especially with Europe as well, I think it's a mentality issue. We haven't been there, like you said, 7 years. I'm not really gonna blame the young guys like Saka. They're still young guys, man. They ain't been there before.
Yeah.
However, historically, I feel like we need to remember our place in Europe. And I think a lot of our fans probably went into that game super confident. It's Porto. We got the luck of the draw, granted. Porto was a tie we all would have wanted, to be honest. But it's now time for these players. If we're really to look at these guys as leaders and guys that are going to create a sort of dynasty at Arsenal, they need to take those moments by the scruff of their neck. Innit? I feel like that was a test. Although we've been in a great run of form, for me personally, that's something I looked at and was just like, I was a little disheartened by.
Do you know what it is?
I don't feel like we've grown in that aspect yet.
I never got as rattled as some people, yeah? Like, even when I went on the space and heard the vibe that was going on, I'd boot it out. I weren't going to be attached to all of that stuff, yeah? And the only reason I weren't as rattled is, I agree with you. I feel like the game was a 0-0. I think what happened in the last minute, 2 minutes, was literally PTSD. Yeah. I saw Manham's legs going jelly. I think it was Gabriel first that tried the thing, and then he passed it back. Ray has now passed it to someone, but for some reason he's still not come back. Yeah. I don't know if his legs just went. I don't know what happened, but Rice then tried the thing, didn't bang. But anyway, we got the ball back, and then Martinelli. Yeah. I don't know what was the pass he was trying there.
He was trying to find either Odegaard,
but why did he whip it though?
But he likes his little crossfield pass to Saka, and the maddest thing is we had an overload over there.
Yeah.
So if the pass gets through, we've now got a 3v2 counter with Saka, Odegaard.
No, but why didn't he dink it though?
It was a poor pass technique. Just one of them ones, you play the pass,
Yeah.
and this is a pass that for me, I used to kick ball, and I was always taught you never go across field
Yeah.
in your own half.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what? Like, it's just something you
Especially
don't do
in the last minute
in the
of the
last
game.
minute of the game. But then I'll be real, it's a wonder strike. So 9 times out of 10, you make that pass, my man goes for the shot, Ryan might make the save, you can see the
What
corner.
do you think about Raya's part in that goal? Because my problem is it went over him.
My thing is, yeah, I know what we're getting with a short goalkeeper, innit? It's unfortunate because he's got so many aspects of his game that he's very good at. Like, no, I was one of the people that I was on him in the beginning. I've left him alone. He's earned my respect. He brings so much to the table, but with certain strikes, and we saw it with who was that other short goalkeeper? Was it Kepa?
Yeah.
If you hit that ball clean and it's going, that, do you get what I mean? That,
Yeah,
You
but
even said
I
Kepa,
don't.
We used to have the same issue with a spinner.
yeah,
Spino, yeah, Spinos, yeah.
You see these goalkeepers that
Yeah,
are like
spinner.
man's height, like 5'10", 5'11".
No,
like,
but
as a
Sonny
goal-
was his positioning. I don't think it was his height.
but
For some reason, he still was.
No, but I'm saying if he's 6'3", 6'4", he can get away with being in that position and fingertips around the
yeah,
post.
I hear you,
Do you get what I'm saying? But because he don't have the height, his position has to be spot on. And unfortunately, human error is a real thing. I wasn't on Raya for that goal. As far as I'm concerned, it's 0-0. You're away at Porto.
Yeah.
Just it's game management, bro. I understand the counter's on, but it's game management. There's literally like 12, 15 seconds left of the match. Just play it simple, take the 0-0, bring them back to the M's and spank. Do you get what, Matt? I understand that we have this winning mentality, but it's a two-legged tie.
And what I loved about what Josh said was, yeah, man, we're in the Champions League, yeah. One thing I've learned from a gentleman called Chiellini is it's in the history. Yeah. Arsenal have never, you lot might be surprised, I think our last 5 fixtures against Porto, we've never won at Porto.
Yeah.
Including Wenger days.
Yeah.
You know, even that game when Nasri just was roasting him.
Yeah.
I think the home leg.
They beat us 2-1.
Yeah. So,
They beat us 2-1,
let's
yeah.
respect the history of this competition, bro. You've got the 0-0.
Thank
Calm,
you. And for
calm.
Me, a 0-0 away in a last 16 game in the Champions League is not a bad. It's only a bad result on Twitter.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
promise you.
yeah.
Like, it's only a bad result on Twitter. You take the 0-0, you bring them back home, and you punish them. It's simple. And I think in the second leg, I think we will punish them. But yeah, like, I was disappointed with that.
And I flipped it, yeah. I said, you know what? The positive I'll take from this is, even if it was a 0-0, guess what?
We still have to beat them.
We would have had to win at the Emirates.
We still have to beat them.
So we still have to do
still
what we
have
were
to
doing
beat them
anyway.
to get
Yeah.
what
So
I'm saying.
I even was thinking, even during the away goal era, all of that 0-0, like Sonny said, would have been a great result.
Yeah,
But
0-0
it's
away
just
from home.
That immaturity. showed
but
at the end.
let's thank our lucky stars. There's no away goal error because we didn't score there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? The cheeky 2-1 and they were through.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad we're done with that because that would have been techie.
But then I remember after that, you referenced it, the meltdown on Twitter, everyone crying,
Was
this,
there
that,
really
and
a
that.
melt-
There was
We're
a
on a
whole,
winning
I
streak.
promise you.
There was a whole
meltdown.
meltdown.
To the point where I said, yeah, heads hot, phones off, everyone allow me. Do you get what I'm saying? I weren't involved in it.
I booted out.
Yeah.
I booted out. I tried to give my positive spin. Already heard, like, I think Jay said something, I booted him off the space. CT said something, I booted him off the space. Iaquilin said something, I booted him off the space. I think it was Tina that was trying to add them back. I said, bro, you're not adding them back. I finished my take and I booted out.
Do you know what's so mad, yeah? Man's got home, I'm checking my phone, all the group chats, just bare notifications. I said, yeah, allow me.
Yeah,
I just,
bro.
you know, you just dash your phone and just flung the phone. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this.
There were
tonight.
things about the game to be critical of.
Yeah.
But it didn't work.
A meltdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why sometimes for me, if I watch a game and I'm jarred at the result,
I don't speak on it.
Yeah.
Because it's reactionary.
yeah, because it's reactionary.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I'm annoyed because we just conceded a last minute goal.
Yeah.
But we've got a second leg. Like, chill. Yeah.
Winning 5-6
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
My thing was that, cool, you lot messed up against Porto. We got a big game Saturday. You lot better put it right.
And did they?
100%. Hey, listen. Do you know what's so mad, yeah? I'll be real. I don't know if there's any Geordies that watch this, and I don't know if there's any Newcastle fans, but I don't like you lot. I'll be real. I'm just gonna come out and say I don't like you lot. I don't rock with you lot.
I don't like where they put their away fans in their stadium.
Do you know what it is?
Bro,
Yeah,
I've been there twice.
I don't like where you lot put us as fans. Like you lot put us in the bleachers, bro. You lot put us in the nosebleeds. Yeah,
That's in the nosebleeds.
I don't like this whole narrative that St. James's Park is some scary place. We go there and we spank you lot. It happens often. I don't like Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah.
Ever since we tried to sign that
Yeah,
and he went
yeah,
Newcastle,
He
he's
was
been
a bit
sneak
mad.
dissing. And whenever he plays us, like he does cheeky things like elbowing man in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Always
like
on
him.
Jorginho.
I don't like
know
him.
what his problem with Jorginho is.
I don't like the fact that I like Isaac. I don't like that. Because you should be here. You should be with the man then.
1-4.
Like, do you know what I mean? That number four, don't worry, this summer,
Isaac
you know what I
live,
mean?
man.
You're my
You're still
guy.
alive, man.
Isaac, you're my guy. I don't like that. I don't like Anthony Gordon. He's a good player, but I don't know why I don't like him. I don't know why I don't like him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll be real. I don't like Anthony
And do you know
Gordon.
what? Yeah. I look, you understand.
Yeah,
Do you know who else I don't like?
Who?
Joe Linton. A failed striker that's become a centre mid.
Nah,
Like, bro.
he's the problem with football. Guys like Joe Linton, you can't be a field striker. Now you're some 6 centre mid.
But it's quality.
You're some 6 centre mid.
No, big one thing. Do you know who else I don't like?
No.
Miguel Almiron.
Okay, now that makes more sense.
Nah,
Yeah,
last season, you lot try to tell me the best right winger in the league because of a purple patch. There's just so many things about Newcastle that I don't like.
I don't like the Murphy brother still.
Murphy.
I like Jacob Murphy. Sorry, bro.
Oh, and last but not least, I don't like Callum Wilson, bro. How you sat there on a pod talking was all the time and your shoulder just gives way like that? Yeah. Like, bro, I don't get it.
Didn't he
man.
tear
I don't
like
get
he
it.
told like his pectoral sign them?
Did you see how he done it though?
Yeah, like wrestling, man.
Bro, a man's body is fragile, bro. Just allow me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Callum Wilson, we respect you.
No, don't.
Joe Linton. Joe Willock.
No,
Hey,
Joe
Willock,
Willock, my guy.
Haley.
No, Joe
But
Willock's
they're
my
the
guy.
positives.
Joe Willock's my guy. Joe Willock's my guy. You know what I mean? Now,
But
Wilson,
yeah, but guess what? I think the Arsenal players felt like how Sonny felt.
yeah.
Because they went
Bro.
into that game
Hey,
with
listen,
a chip on their shoulder.
Havertz and Odegaard, 2-man step with the
Cuz.
press. Are you
But
crazy?
that was like the first 30 seconds.
Are you
Fam, they were on. Who did I feel sorry for? Was it Cher? Who was it?
Fabian Shaw.
Was it Shaw? Did
Fabian
Shaw
Shaw.
play yesterday?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I felt sorry for him because every time he touched the ball, he was like, "Oh shit, what do I do?
Bro,
what do
they
I
nicked
do?"
it off him like 5
Yeah,
times.
bro, they were on to him.
Man, this thing is, first half, we went in 2-0 up. We could have been 4 up.
Yeah,
Like, we won the ball back in some good areas and somehow, like, the last-ditch defending and that. And you know what, yeah, as much as I don't like certain players, and it's all bants, by the way, man, it's all love. But it's like, as much as I don't like certain players, Newcastle ain't a dickhead team. Like, they're not one of them teams that you just roll over.
They had won their last 4 away games, bro. Before that.
Is it?
and you look at it, yeah.
Away games.
Livramento, Trippier, Bruno. Who else was in that? Isak. Who else was in that midfield that you?
Longstaff?
No, I wouldn't include him. Botman.
Anthony Gordon, maybe.
All right, cool. Those guys there, though, you kind of like look at them and think, okay,
Yeah.
they can get out of a little chiz. Do you know what I mean? They can get, but bro, the press yesterday, even them man were like they started just booting it. Like,
Trippier had to defend this.
You
You ain't getting no crosses off there. You ain't getting no little free kicks and that. You're going to have to defend, brother.
Like Bruno kept going, do you know what? Give me the ball. I'll get out of this. And they
no,
just
you won't. No, you
rushed
won't.
him.
No,
they
you
rushed.
won't.
And do you know what? That's like, okay. Declan Rice, yeah. Declan Rice. Let me quickly say something, yeah. Some people have said he can do the box-to-box thing. Done that yesterday, by the way. Or done that against Newcastle, by the way. Some people said, no, trust me, he can do the 6. He's proven it. In big games, he can do the 6, yeah. Some people say, maybe he could do a centre-back thing. He's played a centre-back game one. One thing I can now say is, we can end the beef.
Yeah.
This guy is multifaceted. He can do it all.
You were still, what, were you still?
No. Do you know what it is?
cold.
Sometimes you got to make something clear.
Yeah,
because
he's just cold,
you know,
man.
with people like Jay Palenque, they would go, no, but this, bye. He's not here. He's not here.
Straight.
Yeah, but bro, he just
When he
pulls it
sees
from nowhere.
it's going to be all
He
you
pulls
boys.
it from nowhere.
For
Yeah.
no reason.
So I just want to make it clear. Yeah, fantastic player.
100%.
The things ended, and what the reason I was saying that is. When Bruno felt, all right, let me go deeper.
Yeah.
Let's start this
He
thing.
was
He
on
was
him.
on him.
He was on him.
Not happening.
Man said, no, I'm following you today. Like, bro, do you know how many times he won the ball high up the pitch?
And he's got this weird that I don't know if he's quick or if he's just powerful, yeah.
can't tell,
but it's like, bro, he just takes these long aggressive strides towards you and just does this mad lunge.
Nah, he was
and it looks like he's gonna
onto
foul
him.
you, but he just wins the ball.
Yeah.
And he's taking everything as well. It's like he's taking the ball, he's taking your calves, your ankles, everything.
That's a sick example, yeah. I'm gonna have to refer back to the Porto game though. There was a point at the Porto game, second half, we're getting attacked on Ben White's side, yeah. I think he lost the ball. I think Declan Rice has lost the ball trying to do like a 1-2 of him.
Yeah.
Porto guys ducking down. What's the guy that scored the goal?
Yeah.
Ducking down the left. Rice obviously was on the yellow from early. Bro, the recovery tackle was so disgusting.
His recovery
went out for
was
us. This guy's not
his
real. Like,
his recoveries
this guy's
and his
not real,
interceptions, like he's so aggressive on the front foot with his defending. Do you know who else I liked yesterday? Yeah, that no one really mentioned that much after the match. Ben White. Like Ben White is.
No, he was good yesterday.
He is one of the funniest footballers to watch because he just does better. Do you know how many times? Yeah, Gordon might have got the ball first and he would just push him over, or just knee him in the back of his. Like he was letting him know.
Gordon had him though.
Yeah. And then who helped him?
I forgot who helped him.
Was it Rice? Was it Rice or was it Jorginho?
No, Jorginho with that cold the slide. Yeah.
But Ben White was letting him know, like, you ain't gonna, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be that today, bro. It ain't gonna be that. But yeah, man, I think that was a good performance, man. Very good performance.
You just said his name. Please, can we touch on him just a bit? Because I felt Jorginho was a pleasure to watch yesterday. When him and Erdegaard are popping off each other like that, it's mad. But Jorginho, literally puppet mastered settings.
Literally.
A manager on the pitch.
He's barely put a foot wrong since he signed for us, man.
And you know, and
barely, bro.
And as Reece said,
he's been ridiculous. I think it's been a ridiculous signing.
Even when he's not on the pitch, you see him coaching on the sideline. So what his in-game management, like, bro, I see him before he's even received the ball. He's telling him, yeah, you go there, like, bro. And it's like he was doing it, Odegaard was doing it, and Havertz was doing it. Havertz would be like to Odegaard, like, man was good. Right, you go there, I'll go that. Do you get what I mean? And between them four players, because I'll throw Declan Rice into the mix. He wasn't doing the communications as much. He was just getting busy. But you see them four players in the centre of the pitch. Yeah. So the three midfielders and the striker, bro, they were just causing all kinds of issues for Newcastle. Like Newcastle didn't know how to handle it.
Bro.
Because on the ball, off the ball, the tackles, the interceptions, then on the ball, the little layoffs and that. Like Saka's goal was a thing of beauty. Two-man step, they win the ball back, play it back to Odegaard. Odegaard plays it through the lines to Declan Rice. First time layoff to Havertz. Havertz plays it wide to Saka. Saka said, "You know what? I've got a few dirty black and white t-shirts. Let me put the washing machine on spin."
By the way, that came from Havertz winning the ball in the final third.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said, "Let me put the washing machine on spin, Spantino Livramento out of his boots, and just caress it into
that
the
goal was
corner."
disgusting.
That's one thing I've been critical with Saka.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened the last couple of games. He's introduced some step over. Remember we said a couple pods ago, watch some Brazilian ballers, my brother. Yeah. Do something.
And that's why
they won't live with you.
That's why I like Saka personally, because even though Twitter hates our constructive criticism, I feel like when I say something, that I've noticed about Saka that I feel he needs to improve, maybe in like 3-4 games time, he then shows what we've just said. Like, first it was my right foot agenda, then it was like, do something like magical. And he's been doing that still, I can't lie.
You see your right foot agenda, I find it funny, Teams are now shook of Saka going on his weak foot. Because did you see that? As soon as he went back onto his right, my man was shook. Then he went back to his left and back.
So slapped one yesterday as well. Karius made a good save.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like he's now at a point, where it's like his weak foot has developed so much. They're shook now. They saw the Burnley goal. They saw the shot that he had in that first half against Karius. He even had a cutback for Martinelli on his right foot, and Martinelli headed it over the bar.
Oh, that would have been a goal.
That would have been a foot. That was
the one that Odegaard back.
You get what I mean? So it's like he's using that weak foot so much now. Where now they're like, shit, is he going to take me down the
Yeah,
line?
yeah, yeah.
Or is he going to cut in?
cut
Whereas
in,
earlier on in the season...
What, you're saying
I think-
byline, yeah?
Do you know what I mean? They're shook of him getting to that
Byline
byline.
nomics.
But they're forgetting that he actually wants to cut in and slap it.
Yeah,
That's what he wants to do. So it's like, if he shows men down the line, and he knows that, cool, he thinks I'm going to go down the line. Let me cut back on that. It's going to open up so many more avenues.
You know,
for him.
you should send a shout out to Dollar and Cap, low key.
Yeah, and I shout out the man them. Because again, like, I don't mind us all being right. Do you
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
facts,
I don't
facts,
mind us all being
facts.
right. Do you get what I mean? As long as men don't tell me none of that, he ain't got a weak foot, this, that, and other. May I say, he's firmly in the golden boot race. Only 4 goals off Haaland. You understand what I'm saying?
He is actually only 4
He's
goals.
ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
He's actually 4 goals
I've
off
got to the
Haaland.
point, it's so mad to even say, because Saka's been in the first team now for like 5-6 years, yeah. I'm literally at the point, I can't believe this guy plays for Arsenal, bro.
He's just
Bro.
too good.
With someone, like, he's just
He's just
it's
too good.
much.
I keep
Okay.
telling
Too
man,
much.
he ain't got no age mates. Like, just leave him alone. Like, if you're gonna, like, when people do their comparisons, they have to compare him to guys like Mo Salah and guys like that have been doing this year in, year out, and that, like, it's hard to find people his age, 22 years
They said
old, to
Hudson
compare him to.
Odoi was better than him, man.
You know what I mean? I've heard so many names have been brought to the table, so many names have been slapped off the table, and all he wants to do is just do his work. They even try to ask him like, was that a world-class finish?
Yeah, no comment.
No
Yeah,
comment,
no
man.
comment.
Let me just play my
He
game.
knows,
man.
yeah, he just knows.
Let me
that,
just play
bro,
my game
like,
and go home and read my Bible. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just bro, like, he's a special youth, man, and long may it continue.
Alright, so what? Can we do the player ratings?
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, so David Raya, what would you give him out of 10?
I think it's unfortunate that was a well taken goal from Willock.
Willock loves an Arsenal game, innit?
I would have still given Raya like an 8. I'll be real, because his aggression and bro, do you know how many times the ball got played in behind and I'm thinking, oh shit, someone's in, and the next man just see this guy just zoom in. He's
out.
quick, you know.
Quick off the
He's
line.
quick off the line.
Whereas a certain somebody who admittedly loses focus
Fairs.
during games.
Fairs. But this is what I'm saying, that I can.
Names,
you know
no
what?
names,
Yeah,
you know?
I'm at a point where I can accept that. I personally feel like Ramsdale's a better shot stopper than Raya, but as an overall goalkeeper, I think he clears him. His distribution, his catching, his speed off his line, he's very brave. Like, his starting point is very high. You understand what I mean? He brings a lot of things to the table.
And do you know what it is, yeah? I don't even mind your whole shot stopping debate, but for me, naturally, when you look at the Prem, the keepers that have to save majority of the shots are the weaker teams, no?
Yeah.
So I feel like, from what I've noticed anyway with this whole Arteta thing, that the design is for Arsenal to not face as many shots, and he includes the keeper with the back four.
I think Raya's a very big part of how we've been able to prevent shots. Because he sees things early, so he prevents situations from developing.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And with his feet, so we keep the ball better.
And he's got the most clean sheets in the Prem. Hopefully he goes on to win the Golden Glove, and he can just that will be his version of just slapping me in the face and saying, "Ha, you thought I was a meaty signing. Now look, Golden Glove winner."
And do you know what it is, yeah? Because there is a GC that I'm in, called Ball IQ, and I do like that GC because sometimes they say stuff. So like, Perk went to me and he went, sometimes people confuse being a good passer as being good in possession.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like that's Ramsdale. I think he's a very good passer, but I kept crying about that first touch of his.
Yeah.
So it made him rush the second action.
A second later.
Yeah.
All the time. That's something that
So then instead of him like keeping it, like the build-up's nice, he's now had to like pelt it to somewhere because his first touch was a bit mad, and I felt like that point was so cold. Like,
and when it comes to confidence and cohesion, it's going to take players time to bed in with the team. I feel like now you can tell Raya's confident. He's the number one. He's got good communication with his centre-backs, got good communication with the full-backs, very comfortable on the ball. He's not really doing, like against like Tottenham and that, like I felt like his distro was poor. He's improved. He's getting better. And
what's interesting is Ramsdale's still smiling. So it'll be interesting to see if Ramsdale actually goes in summer. Like we're all in our minds, he's gone.
No, I think he'll go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Whether it's by his choice or by Arsenal's choice, like you got like a £40 million keeper on the bench, bro.
The only reason I say that is, how old is Ramsdale? 24?
Yeah, 24, 25.
Raya turns 29, innit? Next year. Does he turn 29?
I think so.
Yeah, 29. He's 28 now.
Yeah.
And for me, it'll say a lot about Rams though if he just chickens out like that.
For me, it's telling me we've got like 1 season, 2 seasons more of Raya, and Ramsdale can be the number one.
Though,
Yeah, well,
keepers, they can
keepers
go
can
on.
play till that
He might be
30,
here for a decade, bro. You never
They
know.
can play until late 30s still.
I doubt it.
Arsenal would be smart if they kept Raya for maybe 1-2 more years, sold him on now Ramsdale. Like you've seen it now.
Yeah.
Can you jump in? I don't know.
But yeah,
It'll be interesting.
Maybe Ramsdale don't have the mentality we thought he did, innit? Again,
bro, I'm just saying. I saw his version of mentality. Was it Chelsea that done it? Courtois, kept loaning him, Atletico. Okay, now you're ready. You don't actually have to sell Ramsdale if you think he's going to improve those little weaknesses.
I don't think we do want to. I think he's gonna chicken out. I think he's gonna want to go.
Oh, I heard he loves it at Arsenal. You know,
well,
I heard he really does. But anyway, what did Raya get?
I gave him an 8. Obviously, we conceded a goal, but I don't think the goal was down to him. Just sometimes you have to just accept it's a well taken header.
I gave him a 7.
What'd you give him?
7's probably for 7.5.
Yeah, we can average it out.
7.5.
There's no 0.5, 7.
Yeah, we'll give him a 7.
We'll give him a 7.
Ben White.
Ben White. He was good, you know.
I'd say 7 again.
I'll give him a 7.
7's fair.
He was good still. Quick shout out to him. The way of taking that inverted role, fantastic.
And I feel like Gordon maybe got changed out of him once. So, you know what I mean? Give him that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What about Saliba?
With Saliba, do you know what it is, Saliba, yeah? It's like no one's really pointing at the fact that he is now doing what everyone used to rave about Gabriel for in regards to he's having to cover the right-hand side, obviously because of what Ben White is now doing, and then going back to the sense. So I see it. Do you know what I mean? There is more to your job description now. And I feel he had a tidy game yesterday, 7.
Yeah, I don't think he done anything like super spectacular, and I don't think he done anything that was like of any concern. I think he's just at a point now where it's like, you know, like he's so good, it's almost like you're looking for a mistake or you're looking to overanalyze.
Exactly.
Like sometimes a man just he's just going about his thing in a steady way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, shout out to Saliba.
Yeah,
7, yeah?
Nice and steady 7, man.
Gabriel? 8. Yeah.
8.
Yeah. He was cold.
Real.
He was cold.
Real one.
And do you know what it is, yeah?
He was cold.
I don't know if it's Gabriel's improved form that might be making Saliba look bad, because at one point in the season, it was like Saliba was playing well and Gabriel was just going about his thing in a steady way. Whereas now it's like Gabriel's playing, but
Jay, we're gonna fly the flag,
his
brother.
ability as well, bro.
Yeah.
Days,
it's because he's so aggressive, bro. Like, yo,
that's my type of centre back.
Yeah.
You're trying to do you're trying to pin him, not happening. You're not.
Yeah.
You're trying to isolate him. You can't beat me 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And he can play ball.
And he
can play ball. We forget about that.
You see him literally dictating all that defense. Guys, it's time to move up.
Yeah.
Now, what a guy.
And do you know what I liked?
What a guy.
When Georgie came off, he gave him the armband. Now, I'm sorry, man. You lot can I don't care who you think is the better one out of the two of them. That is the leader of the back line, bro. Like it. Lump it. I don't really give a damn.
Jay's not here today, but Jay, we're flying the flag, bro.
He gets a lot of things wrong with that one.
We're flying the flag.
I give him that one. Still.
What about Kiwior? Who everyone, I think we all collectively gave him a tough time. His first. He's been there just over a year.
Yeah.
So I think his first 6 months, a lot of us were on him. I'm not gonna lie. Since he's come in,
I'm giving him an 8 as well, man.
I'm giving it a 7. I'm not giving it a sympathy point. Listen,
I'm giving him an 8.
I think he was
8 for the goal.
I think he. Oh yeah, he scored.
I'm giving him an 8. Goal.
I'm giving him an 8 for the goal.
His man who was on his side?
Wait,
again?
so you think Kiri was better than Ben White?
Yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
I think he was better.
Yeah, I do.
I think Kivio was better yesterday.
Not by much.
Not even just because of the goal.
I think it was even until he scored. So I have to give him a extra point.
Okay, yeah.
For me, the outstanding quality yesterday was I think he done a little bit better going forward. That's why I gave him the extra point. I think Ben White, that's his thing naturally.
But that's what I'm saying. Are you doing that because you know that's his thing?
Is there a simple thing?
That's what I'm saying.
It might be.
Close the goal.
Hey, cool. The goal made sense. Cool.
Jorginho.
10.
Yeah.
Register.
Hey, no. You have to do what you done in the space yesterday. Tell him. That what would you say? He said something like that is the art of a Reggie. I forgot what you're saying.
Like for me, look, you've got different types of sixes, innit?
Yes.
You got a deep line playmaker.
Yes.
Yeah. You got a destroyer.
Yes.
And then you got a regista.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't confuse the three. You understand what I mean? Like a deep line playmaker, that's like a Xabi Alonso. You understand? Yeah, a destroyer, that's like a Declan Rice, if you will. You understand? But a regista, when you talk about a regista, talk about Jorginho. You understand? Whether that's J5, J20, the guy that's won all the European trophies, that guy. That is a regista.
Third in Ballon d'Or. Has your midfielder
third in the
ever?
Ballon d'Or. How old is he now? Like 34,
31?
30,
32?
He's a bit older. He's a bit
Is he
older
not?
than, he's about 33, 34 with a dodgy hip, still dictating games. They told me he didn't have it in him no more. They told me he couldn't do it no more. The Chelsea fans loved. They bought Enzo for 100 M's. We got this guy.
Can't lace his boots.
We got this guy for a fifth of that price, and look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing.
He's 32, by the way.
He's 32. Apologies, Georgie. I'm adding years
And
to
on
your
this
age.
podcast, we like to educate. So here we go. What is a regista? The regista is a creative player who operates in the front of the defense, almost always in the central position, and looks to get the ball forward as often as possible.
10.
In other words, a regista is Jorginho. Don't ever forget it. 10. Simple.
Honestly, it was a pleasure watching him yesterday.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
that's the
Honestly,
sort of, that's the
honestly.
sort of performance I would have wanted to watch it. Glass of wine, piano.
Yeah.
You know, it was,
Yeah,
bro, that
honestly.
is football.
Yeah.
Do you know
That's how
what,
the game
yeah?
should be played.
You see, when we're talking about someone like being worth like paying tickets for, but not getting any GA.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That's what I pay. Yeah, that's what I'll pay money towards
Yes,
that.
you're
I'll pay
getting
money
it.
towards that.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
And the way they were rassing the passes and
Bro,
you just
fizzing it.
touch.
Fizzing it. Just killing it with the first touch. Yeah,
Touch,
man.
one look up. Oh,
Yeah.
he made the run over there.
Yep. There we
Say
go.
no more. Even the pass for Martinelli for Havertz goal.
Oh my. What?
Martinelli knew what time it was. It's like, I've seen this in training a couple times.
Do you
I
know?
where-
Did you see
I know
where
what he's
Nelly
gonna
started
do.
his run?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Did you see
Diagonal
where
run.
Nelly?
Diagonal run. Oh,
And man
come
dropped
on,
it on a sixpence.
10.
Yeah, you're having a
10.
laugh.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
saying.
Let's
10.
move on. Let's move on because we'll be here.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He was the big part of that goal, no GA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's and I can accept that.
You see, I
accept
even mentioned him, right? Or
Yeah.
rather than Martin.
Yeah,
Eye test.
hear
Real
it.
football
GA doesn't
men
cover everything.
I hear it.
don't cover everything.
But alright, cool. Declan Rice.
9.
9, man.
9.
Damn, nah, do you know what? I
I
can-
think I'm giving him a 9 every
Bro,
game he's played.
Bro,
this season.
I'll be real. I'll be real.
Nah, I think that's one of his best performances in that non-6 role
Yeah.
that I've seen.
He was, he was
Usually
everywhere.
he looks like he's not.
He was
Yeah,
comfy.
yeah.
And do you know what I liked, yeah? He done it a couple times, but he wasn't doing that driving with the ball into cul-de-sacs. He was just getting it. He was playing ball first time, 1-2 touch. I like it. Then he got a cold assist from the
Yeah.
corner. Like, Declan Rice might be one of our best right-footed set-piece takers.
No,
I didn't see that coming.
Bro, I said it. Maybe in my fantasy, it's time to put Declan Rice in
didn't
there.
see that
Because our
coming,
set
man.
pieces are fake.
But do you know what's
Even
mad?
when I first saw him take up his first corner, I was thinking, what the hell's going on here? Like, why
Yeah.
is Declan Rice on corner?
Do you know what's mad?
But he's
He,
whipped.
he used to take corners for West Ham. Like that's a rule.
Yeah,
that,
no, he
that
did. Yeah, he did.
actually used
I
to
went
take
No,
back and
set
saw that.
pieces.
Yeah.
Set
Yeah,
pieces.
he used to
I went
take-
back
He used
and
to take the
saw
free
that. I was
kicks,
like,
everything.
Yeah.
But his whippers on it though.
Yes.
Even
he
against
gets on.
Porto, when you think about it, Trossard should have bagged that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Facts.
But cool. Odegaard. Hey, I think that mid, none of that midfield. Ooh, can I give
8
him a
or
9?
7.
I'll give him a 7.
I'll
give
give
him
him
a
a 7.
7.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Ah.
The first half, I thought he was phenomenal. Second half, it dropped. Maybe it's because they didn't need him to press as much.
Yeah.
But I just felt like he weren't in it as
Second
much.
half, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think any one of them midfield 3 were below an 8, in my opinion. That's just me being real. I think Odegaard was very, very, very good again yesterday. He plays out this.
Do you know what it is, yeah? Was it the first half or the second half when I was like, bro, how did you not find Havertz?
No, first half.
Was that first half? Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's like toe punted it or something.
No, he tried to do a little outside of the
Yeah,
foot flip.
man.
I
was like,
Odegaard's
bro.
an aesthetics guy
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
Like he lacks, you know what I mean, doing little things that look
Yeah,
cute.
nah,
and
I was like, bro, how did I
Yeah.
not make it? Do you know what?
Nah,
We can average it with a 7. I'll be real.
7,
But personally,
yeah,
I would
fuck
have given him an 8. Cool. Then what wing do you want to move to first? Left wing?
Kai Havertz, no?
He's up
They
top.
started up top.
Yeah, so we go for the wingers and then
We done
Martinelli
Jorginho and
then.
Matt
Martinelli. I'll give Martinelli.
I'll give him an 8.
Yeah,
Though.
I'll give him a 7 because the point we just made on Odegaard, I think, applies to him as well.
Thank you. Because I was gonna say if you give Nelly an 8, you have to give Odegaard an 8.
But Nelly was active though.
He was active.
I feel like his score. This again, I'm just being an Arsenal fan. I feel like his score is even being affected by the fact he came off a bit earlier. And Arteta,
Agreed.
stop fucking doing that, bro.
No, but
Let the guy play, man.
But how do you know
He's always the first one to be sacrificed.
No, but how do you know he's not in the red? Because I'm starting to think there's something to this, you know. You know, like when someone like, you know that they're like, all right, if you play him like 10 minutes more, he could end up pulling his hammy.
I think it's just managing the squad at the end of the day. I think, for me personally, after the Porto game, I actually think it was harsh dropping Trossard. I don't think Martinelli was good against Porto at all. So he gave him an hour. He done his business, played well. And it's like, all right, cool, let's bring...
I hear for the game yesterday, I hear it. Yeah. But I'm just saying, generally, the greater aspect of it, I'm not, bro.
But to be fair...
I'm throwing it out there, it could be an injury.
I feel like you could see it yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I'm throwing it out there, Josh. It could be injury related though. He gets injured a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
he hasn't been injured for a while now.
Yeah, I know, because I think that's what I'm saying. You've noticed they keep taking him off.
I think it's just squad management. Do you get what I mean? But yeah,
honestly, it's like the 60th 65th minute.
Yeah,
he's looking to come off. Yeah,
Trossard.
Honestly, you got to remember game state as well. At that point, Newcastle were creating 1 or 2 chances. You know, Trossard is someone he keeps the ball very well, tidy, will knit things together. He's not gonna just try and dart in behind all the time. So I just think the game state required that. Alright, cool. Let's take off Nelly, bring on Trossard, and then when Saka got the third goal, it's like, alright, cool, let's ring the rest of the changes then. Havertz off, Odegaard off, Saka off. You get what? It's just team management.
The only reason I keep pointing to maybe is linked to injuries, yeah, because I remember watching a podcast about the Reds, innit, yeah? So like the fitness guys will be like, yo, he's in the red, so if there's anyone take off first, blah, blah, blah. The reason I started linking that to it is because it's like Saka, you lot were like, yeah, he's one of our best players. But there was even games where even me as a Havertz guy, I'm like, he's not really cooking today. And he rarely comes off, you know? Yeah. It's almost like the fitter players are just left to come. I honestly believe if Jesus started that game, he would have come off in the 60th minute.
All right. No,
yeah. I personally believe it might be linked to, but I don't know. That's just my...
I think I'm cool with giving Nelly an 8. I think Nelly played extremely well. It was a much more improved performance. And the thing I liked about it from both the wingers, we'll get onto Saka in a minute, they didn't just hug the touchline.
They were closer to the striker.
They were closer to the striker. They were everywhere. There was a point in time, I see Nelly barking for the ball. He's in the right half space. It's like, bro, how did you get there? Do you get what I mean? It's like, they weren't just staying in fixed positions to be marked 1v1.
Yeah, he was a 7.
You get what I mean?
He was a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 7's fine.
Yeah, there was a few shots he snatched at. Yeah. He's a 7, yeah. You just remind me of one. Saka,
I think...
He was an 8.
I think he was an 8. Could have been a 9.
Could have been a 9.
He got taken off at 75th minute, but I'm cool with an 8. I think he was very, very good yesterday. Every time he got the ball, there was 3-4 man around him. He wasn't doing that 1v1 trickery. Obviously, he done it for the goal, but he wasn't doing too much 1v1 stuff. He was just playing ball. Holding man off, nutmegging guys. He's a joy to watch.
The only reason he was an 8 for me and not a 9 is there was a few times where he came inside, the touch was cold, he would roll them, but then the pass, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Where did that ball go? Like, so there was a couple times.
The one he tried playing behind for Martinelli and he ballooned it.
I was like, bro, what's going on? And even the one where I think they put him through and then he ballooned it, I think the ball ended up on Rose I was like, bro, how did the ball go that high? Nah. But so there was a few little weird stuff, but 8, strong 8. He
strong
was
8,
cold.
Very good.
Again, he's introduced Jinky in his game, man. And I'm loving it. This is the version of Saka I wanted him to develop into.
And then
more power to it, man.
We move on to the boy Havertz. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what peed me off about Havertz? Yeah. He really could have got a 10 from me, you know.
Yes.
And then he missed that one-on-one in the second half.
And that brought it all the way down to an 8.
Yeah.
It did.
It brought it all the way down to an 8.
I'm not going to lie, though. Goal and assist.
It did.
Played up front. played cold, won a lot of his aerials, won a lot of his duels, was bringing
Bro,
players into play.
physical. Even that thing that you
Physical.
said should have been a pen.
Yeah.
Just
Bro,
That was a
man.
pen.
That was a
pen.
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement?
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
pen.
yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
cool. Botman got away with one. Is where
It's
it
because it
is.
was the end of the half.
Yeah.
Like, only it was the
I
end
don't
of
even
the
think
half.
they checked it. Like, I
Nah.
don't understand. But yeah, man.
but
that-
just bodying, man, like, and even the pace. People
Yeah.
don't give him credit for his pace. I remember there was one hit and hope. They just put it forward, and the man just got in front of Botman.
Yeah.
Bodied him. Let's start again.
Yeah, nah.
Like, honestly.
His performance yesterday was very, very good. Goal and an assist. Well taken goal. I like the movement for the goal. Because when Martinelli receives that ball,
He
and
weren't
he's going
there,
to the
yeah,
byline,
yeah,
he weren't there.
yeah.
He weren't there. And he's darted across,
Yeah,
got in front
yeah.
of the centre back and finished.
He's
You get
got
what
that
I mean?
element.
But he had to back.
Yeah.
My issue is, why are you finishing better with your right than your left?
Yeah.
Like, he's such a confusing guy.
Yeah.
Because he's left footed.
Do you know what certain players, yeah? Like
Hey.
sometimes when they have too much time to think
Yeah,
about their finish,
man.
is because I'll be real. I saw him running through on goal. I wasn't the most confident.
Yeah.
Because he just does like, do you get what I mean? Like,
No, but I think his body language is deliberate. Like
Yeah.
I think he does it deliberately for the keeper. I think he always wanted to put it to the
Yeah.
bottom. But me personally, a guy that's in confident form and thinking, he would have roasted that top bins and
Yeah.
near post.
Yep.
Just slapped it top bins near post. How's the keeper gonna catch that?
Even
Yeah.
a young G.
Even
Give us
a
a
young
dink,
dink.
man.
Yeah, or
Even the young dinkers.
Darwin Núñez.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And young dinkers.
Bro,
You get what
that
I'm
was
saying?
his bag, you know, at Leverkusen, you know,
Yeah.
the Dinkers.
But again, I feel like he's a man that he's growing in confidence, isn't it? Like he's getting his confidence back. He still played well despite the miss. He never let his head drop or whatever. I know he'll be, when he went home yesterday, he'll be kicking himself.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that young brace and the assist. You get what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Still a good performance nonetheless. Like he's another one that gets a strong 8.
Yeah, it's a
That's
strong 8
very
still.
strong 8. You get what I'm saying?
Trossard. Trossard came on, yeah, and he said, bro, let me show you that I got jink.
Bro.
Everyone that said
Like-
we lack jink against Porto, I'm gonna show you. I got
Hey, do you know what? Do you know what it is? Yeah,
He was killing
Trossard
me.
came on and just started doing side missions. Just
Because-
started not making man for.
Hey, he was
all
killing
this
me.
unnecessary.
and all this
Cuz,
shit. Yeah,
Like,
like,
you know when if I was a Newcastle player, like you know when I'm running past him, I mean, just
Yeah,
nudge
yeah,
him,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
tighten
yeah,
up, bro.
yeah,
Like, don't-
yeah.
Like you see Murphy.
Yeah.
he's one of the jinkiest in the team, though.
No, but he was going out of his way to show that.
Bro, he was just making guys for no reason.
Hey,
There
he
was
was
no
killing
reason
me,
for what
fam.
he was doing. Like just little flicks and bro, Reece Nelson came on and started doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Did you
yeah,
notice?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
just little back heels and just doing things for
But
no
Reece,
reason.
we'll get into
I
that.
like Eyes is my guy,
Yeah,
man.
the
Leo.
Trossard's my guy. So what are we giving him though?
I'll give him a 7, you know. That was a good cameo.
I think it was a good cameo.
Yeah,
as
decent
well.
cameo,
Decent
so.
cameo. Who else?
Reece Nelson,
Reece Nelson.
5.
I'll give him a 5 or a 6.
I give him a
Because
6.
he lost the ball and it led to the goal.
Yeah.
5.
And his first touch is still annoying.
Do you
It's
know
like
what?
he sprints.
Do you know what? I'm glad you brought up the goal. He gets a 5. Track your run.
Cuz.
Dan Burn should never be sprinting past you. I'm
Getting
sorry.
a crossing as
Yeah,
well,
he
like,
should.
get
Bro,
the
that's
hell
your
out of here.
guy.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
is your
gonna
guy.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what Reece Nelson was doing yesterday. Usually he's techie. I like it, but
I just think, bro, we're 4-0 up. Guys were, having fun. You know, in pro clubs, when you're just having a bit too much fun, you give the ball away and then it's like, oh, shit, that we've conceded.
bro, he reminds me of pro
mean-
clubs that you put everything on agility, speed, but there's nothing on ball control and balance. There's nothing on ball control and balance. It was jarring me yesterday.
A man's got 5-star skills.
Yeah.
And then no ball
Because it was jarring me still.
Hey.
Like, I'm like, bro, take a
Yeah.
better touch. But
Reece
we move.
Nelson in the summer, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
I can't lie, that's my guy, but I need to see more from him
Get
still.
ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Chinese.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Come on.
Bill Smith Rowe.
He should have
Hey,
scored,
nah, he had a
man.
nice cameo, you know.
He should have
Tail
scored,
off the line,
man.
though.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Bro,
that was good from Burns.
Yeah,
though.
that was good from Burn.
But ooh,
I know where you're going. Yeah, I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
I told man them, this guy is not a midfielder. He is a forward. Pay him in wide areas. Did you see when two man
roasted
were
him.
onto
Hey.
two man were onto
Miley.
Smith
Miley.
Miley and
yeah,
some
yeah.
next you.
Ross.
Bro, on the left foot,
Roasted.
man, the
Hey.
way he just strolled
We should
past
have
them.
scored from that, you know, because he got the ball back to one of
yeah.
our guys. Yeah, we
Cause
should've
man's
scored
like,
from that.
there's the ball, and then
Do you know what? Do you know what I
Get
like
him back
about
on the
him?
left.
Do you know
Get
what-
him back on
do
the
you know
left,
what I liked
man.
about him? Yeah, kept looking over his shoulder like how close he,
Yeah.
so down, then quick acceleration.
Yeah.
Quick acceleration. He was gone.
That was too
Yeah, I
cold.
like
I'm
it.
sorry,
I
that
like it.
reminded me of the early days when he was off the left.
Yeah.
Play him off the left. I'm sorry.
That was a good cameo
Yeah.
for ESR. I feel like he needed that. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, I wish he bagged, man. Like he needs a goal.
Yeah,
I
he
think
needs
he's
a
one of
goal.
them players that once he gets a goal, the confidence is gonna come back.
Brother,
And
it's
yeah,
coming up to 2 years. He ain't bagged, you know.
yeah, man. It's mad.
Obviously, the injuries
innit?
play a massive
I'm still
part,
giving
but-
him a 6 though.
I
I don't think he was good as a
give him a
Trossard.
7.
No, you
give
lot,
him a
these
7.
sympathy.
I would have given a
ratings.
sympathy points. So.
Yeah.
Haaland,
You lot win. You lot win. Hell,
Seven.
you got that one. You got that one.
7.
And then Eddie and Keddy.
What? Eddie and what?
Bro, mad.
I called him Eddie Caddy.
No, Eddie and Ketia. 5.
Nice boots.
And
Nice boots, man. I like it.
another away game. Another away game. Nothing to show. Another game off the. No, not another away game. Nothing to show. I've got the wrong agenda in the thing.
Nice
Another game off the bench. Nothing to
Has
show.
he declared for Ghana
He's British, bro.
yet?
Another game
boots,
off
man.
the bench, man.
Nice boots.
Listen, actually,
Before you go, bro, yeah, he's complained in the past about, or how am I supposed to do something if I'm just coming off the bench? Bro, Arteta's giving you, he gives him stretches. You know?
Yeah.
Like, he'll give you a 25 minutes, he'll give you a half an hour, he gives you a young 20 when we're 4-0 up, and you're just, I don't get it, man.
I think games where
I'm
we're
just gonna be
4-0 up,
respectful.
it's a stretch game. Because, bro, like, they're the games where
They're the
really
games.
you
But
should.
They're
what
the
it is,
games,
yeah?
strikers
Stat padding.
that are on the bench,
Yeah.
come on,
But
bag
it's-
1 or 2, give the manager something to
his
think
defense, if we've changed the whole front three, it's not like he was playing with Saka, Martinelli feeding him, or even with Odegaard feeding him. It's like, bro, he's come on the same time. Nelson, Smith Rowe, like the rest of the man them have come on. Do you get what
But
I'm
they
saying?
all had an impact, right?
You know what, Fairs?
Do you know what
They
it is,
all had
yeah?
an impact, right?
Fairs.
I need to realize my agenda with NK is done, yeah? Because people are not overhyping him anymore. So I don't even need to keep batting him down, yeah? My only issue with Eddie is, like you just said, when he comes on in these games where we're just killing teams, I want you to keep putting pressure on the others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when he comes on, it's almost like I need to now start getting my food ready. Nothing
Yeah.
else is going to happen.
He comes on and just accepts the scenario. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're already winning, so I don't really need to score now.
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
need to.
I need to
track
see
the
more
man,
hunger
bro.
in
But
his game.
I feel like the only one that came on that was hungry was ESR. ESR looked hungry. The rest of the man, them, as I said, Trossard's doing side missions. Reece Nelson is, I don't know, bro. Don't know. There was a babes in the crowd. He was trying to impress.
Yeah, bro.
Eddie's just doing cardio. Like, do you get what I mean? El Nenny's
Hey,
come on.
Reece Nelson reminds me of Jordan Poole so much, bro. Bro, them man are just trying.
The
Them man are just trying
basketball.
to, yeah. You know, like when he sees a nice little looking thing at the sideline, then he starts doing the bad thing. I don't know what I honestly don't know what he was doing yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was just, hey, he was killing me, fam. What the heck? But and then El Nenny,
Yeah, last but
You
not
gotta give
least,
them man respectable 5s, man.
yeah,
What?
man.
Respectable. He came on for like 2
That's
minutes.
an NA, bro.
Bro, he
respectable,
he came on for 2 minutes and had like 4 backwards
The
passes,
bad
bro. I'm not
you know, he
rating
didn't
that.
actually give Eddie a rating, you know.
Oh,
dude.
shit.
Yeah, standard
Yeah,
5.
five,
Standard 5. Standard 5, yeah. What are we giving the gaffer?
Another 10. To come back from a Champions League defeat like that to a team that beat us in the Premier League, they roughed us up. It was a physical match. And for you to almost do even more to them, damage. Like, we made Newcastle yesterday feel like they weren't a Premier League team. No disrespect.
Yeah, we little boyed them.
We
still.
little boyed them, cuz like they couldn't get out of their half. It got to a point they just hoofed it just to breathe a bit.
Yeah.
And then they were telling each other, calm down. You calm down, bro.
Completely compressed them in the first
Yeah,
half, man.
like-
Killed the game there and then.
I think that was a 10 out of 10. Oh, he's lucky. Just only a little blip. I love these subs, but I would have loved to see Fabio Vieira come on. Because I'm always, let's think ahead, innit? You don't know what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Fabio needs to be ready. I don't like this bringing in people when they're cold, innit? So I got ESR coming on. I got Eddie coming on. Even Reece Nelson, I got it. But do you know what it is?
The injury's been long.
You
though,
do
man.
want to bring on Trossard. You do.
Yeah.
And Jorginho then
I
got
think
injured.
for the guys that he put in the squad, maybe they're not fully up to speed with the
Yeah,
rest of them. So he
yeah.
just felt there's no need to
I think
risk it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
man.
him. And we got Sheffield United next, man. God
Yeah.
willing, the boys do the business again, and then that's a game where you want to see Vieira come on, get minutes, etc., etc. So
Monday night, you know.
Monday
Usually I'm
night.
scared of Monday night fixtures, but Sheffield United have been so bad
Yep.
that I'm expecting us to do our thing. Are we at home?
Now we're away.
We're away.
Yeah, usually that's where they take the damage.
Yeah.
I think they've conceded five in the last 3 home matches
Yeah.
in each match. That's mad. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
that's
man.
about it.
The boys are back. You
Yeah,
understand?
we're back. Sorry about that wait. Do you know what I mean? We wanted to make sure everyone was back normal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean, new year, new us. But we're gonna be with you to the end of the season, and hopefully we're all partying. My guy Sonny will hook up a nice little motive,
Come on, man.
and it will be a win in the Prem motive or something.
Listen,
You know what I
either the
mean?
Prem or the CL, God willing, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just stay. Listen, if you want us to win the Prem and the CL, just show unequivocal support to Saka and Timber, our church boys. You understand what I'm saying?
When Timber drops that Bible verse.
When he
before
drops
the
that
game,
Bible verse. Hey, listen.
what time it is.
Yeah, man. But listen, man, them, it's been another great episode. You know what I mean?
Guys, the comments. Follow us as well.
Yeah.
Show us
All
some love.
platforms, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oye, Tommy, dame el fuego, papi.
I'm just trying to see that, let's see.